Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this UPSC CSAT complete lecture series. And today we are going to learn about compound interest. And in the previous session what we have learned? We have learned the simple interest topic. Okay, and if you have not covered that topic, please go through that one, because in this lecture we are doing a comparison between some compound interest and simple interest, and we will solve few numericals based on that one. Okay, so that's why I recommend you, like, please go through that one first, then you will start this lecture. Okay, so before starting this lecture, let's do a small recap, like what is SI. SI is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100. Okay, and in case of amount, what we can write? Amount is equal to sum, or we can say principal plus interest. Why I'm writing interest, not simple interest? Because in case of compound interest it will be compound interest, in case of simple interest it will be simple interest. Okay, so for both thing the formula will be same, like amount is equal to sum plus interest. Okay, now we have to understand a simple comparison between SI and CI. In short, we can say here is CI. Okay, so we have to understand that one. So let's consider, like, I have borrowed 1,000 rupee. Okay, and the rate is 10%. So first year, how much interest I have to pay? Okay, so for first year, if I can calculate, this will be 1,000 multiplied by 10% multiplied by 1 divided by 100. Okay, so it will be 100 rupee. So first year I have to pay 100 rupee. In the second year, our principal will be same 1,000 rupee. And comparison, I mean, with respect to 1,000 rupee, I have to compare same thing for second year. I'm not writing here 2, because I am writing for second year, that means for single year. Second year is single year, and when we have to calculate for 2 years, then we can write here 2. Okay, there is a difference between 2 years and second year. Okay, so understand this basic difference. 2 years means I am counting 2, and second year means I am saying just consider the second year only. So it will be 1 divided by 1,000. So again we will get 100. Okay, so similarly we can calculate for third year, that will be 100 rupee simple interest. Okay, but in case of compound interest, the situation is different. Why? In case of compound interest, just consider 1,000 rupee and the rate is 10%. So our interest will be like CI. For CI it will be 1,000 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 1 by 100. We will follow the same thing. Okay, why? Let's see. Because in case of this one, it will be like for first year. Okay, this is your important point, you can note it down. Like for first year, our interest will be same for CI, and for SI our interest will be same. You can note it down in your notebook. Like for first year, our interest for CI and SI will be same. Is it clear? I'm not writing here, you can write in your notebook. I'm just saying you can write it down. Like for for the interest for first year for CI and SI will be same. Okay, and then for if you want to solve for second year, this is for first year. Okay, but in case of second year, what will be your sum? That means your principal. You have to add this one. Like for second year, right now amount is equal to, after first year, I'm just writing for after first year, amount is equal to 1,000 plus 100, that means 1,100. So this will be your sum for second year. This will be your sum for second year. This is very important thing. Okay, in case of SI, your sum will be same for every year. Your sum will be same, your principal will be same amount. But in case of CI, your amount, your that sum, that principal will be changed every year. Okay, what will be your principal? Your principal will be the amount of the previous year. Like for second year, your principal will be the amount for the first year. Okay, so here we can write 1100 multiplied by 10, rate will be same, no problem, multiplied by 1. For 1 year I am calculating here, so here it will be like 110. Okay, now amount is equal to what? Amount is equal to 1100 plus 110, that means 1210. Now you can see for 2 years here the interest is 200, but in case of compound interest, your interest will be what? Ci is equal to 1210 minus 1000, that will 210. So there is a difference between this Ci and this Si. What is the difference? Difference of 10 rupee. Okay, so this is important thing. Are you getting my point? Okay, so what I have told you, for the first year your interest will be same for Ci and Si, but for second year, when you are when you are calculating for 2 years, not second year, when you are calculating for 2 years, okay, or you can say, yes, you can say for second year also, if you can say if you can see this one, for second year the interest is 210, but for second year in Si the interest is 100 rupee. So from second year your interest will be differ, okay, by some amount. For third year the interest will be not 10 rupee, it will increase. Every year the interest will increase, right? Are you getting my point? It's very important, you can note it down. And okay, so what you have understood right now, you have understood like for first year the interest is same for Ci and Si, okay, and for second year interest will start differing. Okay, there is a gap between interest from second year onwards, but the gap is not the same, it will change every year. The gap will increase. Okay, starting it is 0, then it was 10, then it was it will increase. Okay, every time it will increase, right? So yesterday, in the previous class, what I have told you, like in Ci topic we have to consider few more topics, like we can say growth of microorganism. Okay, I'm not saying bacteria or viruses, I'm just saying microorganism. And one more topic, that is depreciation. In both topic we have to use the Ci concept. Okay, now let's see the formula for Ci. In case of Ci, okay, there is no direct formula, we have to find the amount. So in case of Ci, the amount is equal to principal, and here is 1 plus r divided by 100, and power is not t, I am writing here is n. Okay, why? What is n and what is r? See, r is equal to rate per annum. You understood what is per annum? Per annum means every year, and n is the time period. Okay, n is the time period. So whenever like per annum is given, okay, so we can write here in years. If per annum is not given, okay, like per annum is given, like let's say 12% is given per annum, okay, and time period is given like 2 years. So it's simple, like you can write here 1 plus 12 by 100 and power is 2. But if it is given like we have to calculate half yearly, in case of this Ci we have to think like that. If it is given like half yearly, then it will be like how much? Rate will be half of this, because this is yearly, then rate will be half. That means 1 plus 12 by 2 means 6. So 6 by 100, and this will be how much? In 2 years, how many half years are there? It will be 4. So like that you have to consider. That's why I'm not writing here t, I'm writing here n. N means number of time period. We can say number of time period. Okay, how many time periods are there in that time? in that time period, given time period. So we have to write that time period, number of time period here. Are getting my explanation, right? Okay, so in case of growth of macroorganism also, so there will be rise in, I mean number, rise in number of that macroorganism. Okay, so in that case we will write plus. Clear? So in that case, in growth of macroorganism, if there is any question regarding that one, so we have to write 1 plus whatever that rate is given, we have to write that one. But in case of depreciation, there is a different I mean different condition. Like in case of depreciation, what we will write, we will write 1 minus r by 100, and again here is n. Same thing, just in place of plus we will write minus. Sorry, here is p is what, p is, you can write p, or we can, here p is not principal, p is the original value or present value. Okay, p will be present value, present value of that gadget or material, whatever it is. Okay, and depreciation rate is r, and n is time period. Okay, so here we will write minus in place of plus. Same formula we will follow, right? So I think I have completed few things here. Let's see if there is anything left. Okay, one more condition you have to, you can consider, like for SI and for CI also, one more condition, like if rate is different for different years. Okay, if rate R is different in for both condition, like for CI and SI, so you can just consider that rate. Okay, just I can write like R1, R2 and R3, three rates are given. So in case of SI, what we will write, P R1, and this R1 for T1 years. Okay, so we will write T1 by 100, then plus what, P, and this R2 T2 by 100, and plus P R3 T3 by 100. Like this you can write, there is no issue, you can just add all datas. Okay, but in case of SI, sorry, in case of CI, what we will write, the amount will be, amount is equal to what, P 1 plus R1 by 100, and here is T1. Okay, plus P 1 plus R2 by 100, here is T2, and plus P 1 plus R3 by 100, and here is T3. So this type of formula you can derive by yourself. And when you find the amount, so the interest will be, CI will be amount minus principal, minus principal. So you will follow this one. Is it clear? Now I think I have completed every topic regarding CI and SI, and if there is anything left out, you can comment that one. And now let's try some PYQs and practice questions. It will be clear, more clear than. Okay, are you ready? Fine, let's begin. So it's simple question, practice question it is. A person A invests rupee 90,000 at the rate of 10% per annum. Okay, so after 3 years, and the end of 3 years, how much interest that person will earn? Okay, I have to find the interest, how much interest that person will earn, and we have to find compounded annually. This is rate is given like compounded annually. Okay, not simple interest. Fine. So first of all we can write amount. A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100, and power is N. Clear? So just remember the formula of CI and SI, it will be easier for you then. So principal is given like 90,000 principal, 1 plus R is what, R is 10 by 100, and N is what, N is 3. Okay, so here you can divide this one, like 0 can be cancelled out. Here we will get like 1 by 10, so it will be 90,000 multiplied by 1 plus 1 by 10, power is 3. Okay, so it will be 11 by 10, when you do this one, it will be 11 by 10. Okay, I think if you are not getting this one, so it will be 10 here, it will be 10 plus 1. Now is it clear? Okay, so it is 90,000. Now can we write this 11 by 10? So it is 11 by 10 cube. So 11 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11, here is 10, 10 and 10. Now 30 can be cancelled out, 1 2 3. Now what is left out? 90 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11. Now it is calculative. Okay, so when you calculate this one, it will be rupee 119790. Okay, so this is our amount, not interest. Remember, this is our amount. In case of CI, whatever we are getting, it is amount. Okay, now what is CI? It will be amount minus principal, 90,000. So 119790 minus 90,000. So what will be our answer? Like 29790. Okay, so this will be our CI. Is it clear? So it's very simple practice question at first. So one more question, let's see. So look at this question. So on credit, Sham purchased a bicycle. Okay, price was 4,000 and he has promised like he will pay in 2 years. So in first year he have to pay like 5% per annum at the rate of 5% per annum, and the second year he has to pay whatever the value is left. This will be the value, and the second year the percentage will be, the rate will be 15% per annum. Okay, so total cost paid, we have to find that one. So we have discussed like when we have to pay in different interest, different rate. So how to calculate that one? So in that case, amount is equal to what? P1 plus R1 by 100, and here is time T1, and then simply you can write, here is, okay, correct one thing, I have done a mistake there. The formula will be amount is equal to P1 plus R by 100 T1, and again here we have to multiply, not addition. Okay, in that thing I have given you like addition, add this one, but we have to multiply this one. Okay, it will be 1 plus R2 by 100 and power is T2, and it will go like this one. Okay, we have to multiply everything. Okay, every rate and every time like this one we have to multiply, not add. Is it clear? Just correct that one. Okay, so here it will be like principal is 4,000 and 1 plus R 5 by 100, and time period is first year, for 1 year, so it will be 1, and for second it will be 15 by 100. So time period is again 1. So here it will be like, for 5 it is 1, it is 20, and it is 3, it is 20. So finally we will have 4,000 1 plus 1 by 20, and here is 1 plus 3 by 20. Now you can calculate this one, it is easy, like 4,000, it is 20 plus 1 by 20, and here is 20 plus 3 by 20. Okay, so we will have 4,000 multiplied by 21 by 20, and there is 23 by 20. Solve this one, it will be 0 is cancelled, it is 4, so we will have 10. So finally 10 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 23, so we will have 4830. So this much amount he have to pay at the end of 2 years. Okay, to settle that price. Is it clear? This much amount is there. And correct this one, this formula, correct that one. So I have done that mistake, I apologize for that one. Now moving towards the next question. See, one more thing I have missed there, like I have given you like for microorganism, for depreciation we have to consider the CI formula, right? For population growth also we have to consider that one. Okay, for microorganism I have told you the population of that microorganism, but for human population or for animal population we have to consider the same thing. Okay, and while solving this one we have to consider like where we have to add or where we have to subtract. Just apply your logic. Okay, so in case of declining, we have to subtract. In case of increasing, we have to add. Okay, so here just look at this one. Like population is 62,500 2 years ago. Okay, and annual decline is given like 4%. So what will be your current? That current population. What will be the current population? So we can calculate like amount is equal to, or you can say current population will be what? Current population will be that previous population, this we can say previous population, and here is 1 minus r divided by 100, and power is time, so we can say t. So here is present population, previous population is 62500, right? Now 1 minus 4 by 100 and power is 4, sorry not 4, power is 2. Okay, so here is we can cancel this one, this like 1, and this is 25. Okay, so 62500, and here is 25 minus 1 by 25 and power is 2. So finally we will have 62500 and multiplied by 24 by 25, and this will be square. So 62500 multiplied by 24 square means 576, and here is 625. So this will be cancelled out, like it will be 100. So finally we will have 57600. So now the present population will be what? 57,600. Okay, so like that we have to consider like where we have to subtract, where we have to add. We have to understand that one. If the population is increasing, then in that case we have to add this one. Here the population is declining, that's why we have subtracted this one. Okay, so there is no ideal formula. We have to understand, we have to apply logic. Okay, whenever you are reading the question, we have to understand like what we have to apply here. If you have if your concept is clear, then only you can apply the plus and minus. Okay, you will understand like where we have to apply what thing. Fine. So I think now you are ready to solve the PYQs. Till now we have solved the practice questions, we have understood the concept. Now let's try few PYQs. I think 3 and 4 PYQs are there, so let's try that one. Okay, this question is from UPSC, I guess 2021. Okay, UPSC 2021. So question was simple, but we have to understand like this one. Like a biology class at high school predicted that a local population of an animal will double in size every 12 years. Okay, so it was COVID period, so I think this type of question was given. That's why I was saying like we have to understand like how to apply CI and SI. Okay, so every year the size will double. Okay, the population at the beginning of the year 2021 was 50 animals. Okay, so if P is the population after n years, so how to represent that P? Okay, so what we have to consider, like this P is what? P is original population. Okay, and every years the population is getting doubled. Are you getting my point? Okay, getting doubled means what? Getting double means right now if the population is 2, okay, sorry, the population is 50, so next year the population will be 100. Okay, it is completely 100% increasing, so rate will be 100. Clear? Rate will be 100% because the population is getting double, that's why rate is 100%. So in bracket term what we have to write? 1 plus r by 100, that means 100 by 100. So it will be cancelled out, it will be 1. So here it will be 2. In case of bracket we have to write 2. Okay, so when we have to write the formula, it will be P, and here is 50 and bracket is 2, and here is n is time period. Okay, and we have to understand like every 12 years. Okay, so every 12 years that population is getting doubled, right? So whatever population is there, like if I can say 12 years, n is equal to 12 years, so after 12 years it will be 12. In case of n we will write 12, and here is 12. 12 by 12 it will be 1. Okay, when it is 24, so 24 divided by 12 it will be 2, that means it will get squared. Okay, that's why we have to write n by 12. So understand this one, like why we have to multiply this, I mean divide by 12, and we are not multiplying by 12. Okay, so if we have to multiply by 12, just think this one, if n is equal to 1, so it will be here power is 12, 2 to the power 12. What will be your answer? It will be very large value. Okay, so in case of this one, your answer will be 50 multiplied by 2 only. After 12 years, this is 12 by 12, it will be 1. So after 12 years it will be 50 multiplied by 2, that will be 100. After 24 years it will be 50 multiplied by 2 square, that means 4, that will be how much? It will be 200. So look at this one, you are getting the right answer. That's why your answer will be D. And think, here we have to calculate, I mean just look at this one, we have to calculate nothing, we have to just think why we have I mean how to apply that rate. Okay, we have to understand like how to apply that rate, and how the rate is 100%, we have to understand that one. If you understand this one, so you can apply any type of I mean any type of formula, you can solve any type of question then. Is it clear? So this was from UPSC 2021. Now look at the another question. This is from UPSC 2023. Very logical question it was. Okay, so it is given like a principal P that become Q. Okay, any principal will become Q, and Q is that amount. Okay, in 1 year, when compounded half yearly with R% per annum. Okay, the rate was given like R% per annum, and if the same principal P becomes Q compounded annually with S% per annum, so we have to consider like what is the relation between R and S. Is it clear? So one concept I have missed here, but we can discuss here, because this question is from UPSC 2023, and okay, that's fine. So whenever we have to like see, when compounded annually is given, okay, let's write this one, compounded annually. Okay, annually, so this amount will be lesser in value in comparison to like half yearly, and this amount will be lesser if we compare with respect to let's say quarterly. So whenever we are reducing the time, okay, we are increasing the I mean number of time period. Okay, in that case the amount will be large. For example, just I am saying that time is equal to 2 years. Okay, so in case of annually, what we will write? In case of annually, n is equal to 2, but in case of half yearly, the n is equal to what? 4. But in case of quarterly, the n is equal to what? N is equal to 4 multiplied by 2, that will be 8. And if it is like monthly, then it will be how much? 24. Yes, I know you are thinking about like the rate will also decrease. That's fine, rate will decrease, but the power is getting increased. Okay, if I say 5 power 2, and if I say 2 power 5, which value is larger? Obviously this value is larger, because this is 25 and this is 32. Are you getting my point? So power is important. Whenever this base is given, okay, whatever the base is there, we have to consider the power. Okay, the power is larger than the value, whatever the value we are getting, obviously the value will be little bit larger. Not very much larger, but at least little bit larger. Okay, so here we have to understand like we are getting the same principle in the same time period. Okay, so in that case what will be the value? in that case the S should be greater. If there is annually, like what I am trying to say is, if both rate is same, okay, understand this one is very very important. If both rate is same, in that case what will be the value? In that case the amount, yes, that's fine, the amount will not be same. This amount, the half yearly amount, like I can say, let me raise this one first. Yes, so I was saying, when the rate is same, okay, in that case we will not get the same amount if the time period is same. So in that case, half yearly amount will be larger in comparison to annually amount. Okay, to make the amount same, what we can do? We can't change the principal. Okay, we can't change the time period, so we can change the rate. That we can do. So what can we do to make to make it larger, to make it equal, to make both values equal, we have to increase the rate of interest. Okay, that's why S will be larger as compared to R. Okay, so you have to understand this one. So this is not like you have to understand formulas or you have to practice more questions, but you have to understand the logic, where we have to apply the logic. Okay, so what we are trying to say is, just understand the formulas, and whatever the formula is there, whatever the logic is there, we have to understand that one. Okay, and based on that one, whatever the question will ask, just act on that one. Is it clear? Yes, this will be your last question. The question is from UPSC 2018. Okay, look at this question. I have just given the data here that a refrigerator cost is 22,800 at the rate of, that person have bought at the rate of 12.5% per annum. But we have to calculate compounded annually. Okay, so at the end of first year, that person has paid 8,650 rupees, and at the end of second year, that person has paid 9,125 rupees. Okay, so we have to find, like, at the end of third year, how much amount he have to pay to settle that deal. Is it clear? Okay, so one thing you have to understand, like in the beginning of the lecture I have told you one thing to note it down, like for SI and CI the first year interest will be same, and here we have to apply that concept. Understand this one. Okay, why? Because we have to calculate the first year amount. Okay, because when we have to calculate, when we get the first year amount, then only we can subtract this value, right? Okay, one more thing, whenever I am giving you any question, you can try yourself. First try that question yourself, then look at my solution. It will be very beneficial for you. Okay, so what I am saying is, first we have to calculate the interest. Simple interest or compound interest for first year, it will be same. So we can say like 22,800. Okay, and it is 12.5, and time period is 1 divided by 100. So it is simply like this one. So how much interest we are getting? We are getting 2,850 rupee. Okay, this much interest we are getting for first year. So how much amount that person have to pay? So it will be 22,800 plus 2,850. So that means the amount will be 2,5,650. But that person has paid 8,650. Okay, so amount left is equal to what? Amount left is equal to 2,5,650 minus 8,650. So what will be the value? It will be 17,000. Okay, so this will be what? This will be the principal for second year. Okay, so for second year we have to find like 70,000 in terms of 17,000 we have to calculate, not in terms of 22,800. We have to calculate with respect to 17,000. Interest will be same 12.5 and multiplied by 1 divided by 100. So this will be like how much? Okay, so it will be like 2125 rupee. Okay, so now amount left is, after paying this much rupee, 9125 rupee, amount left is what? Amount left is equal to, okay, this was the interest. Okay, so we have to find the amount first. Okay, the what will be the amount? Amount is equal to 2125 plus this much rupee, 17,000. So we will have, okay, 19125 rupee. So amount left is equal to 19125 minus how much paid? 9125. 9125 rupee has paid. So this will be 10,000. So now 10,000 will be left out. Fine. So we have to calculate the further thing. So here is, for third year we can calculate with respect to 10,000, 12.5 divided by 100. Remember this decimal, it will be by 10. So 3 zeros are cancelled. So 10 multiplied by 125, it will be 1250. So this much interest that person is that person has to pay. So total amount is equal to what? Total amount is equal to 10,000 plus 1250, that means 11,250. So this much amount that person has to pay at the end of third year. Okay, so you have to understand, like, where we have to, it was given like compounded annually we have to calculate, that's fine. But when we have to calculate every year separately, so we can apply the simple interest formula. That's the same, we will get the same values. Okay, so it will be like this one. I think you are understanding this concept, and if there is any doubt you can ask that thing. Is it clear? So I think we have to stop now, because if we are going to solve questions, it will be never ending session. Okay, that's why we have to understand the concept, and based on that we have to understand the approach of questions of PYQs. Okay, so practice well, and we will meet in this on Sunday with revision session. Till then, bye, all the best, and Jai Hind.